Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey, everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how we feeling, man?
Hard Knocks is back. We're doing well.
Yeah, it is. Great first episode.
And then the ending. Dun, dun, dun. That's what they call a teaser in the business, folks.
I'll spoil a little bit. Disappointed. No sound from the sprinklers. There was no sprinklers.
Oh, yeah, they didn't do the net sprinkler zone. That's true.
It didn't feel like Hard Knocks.
Oh, well, I guess but they're probably like, Detroit plays indoors. Detroit's shitty. We don't need to do the sprinklers for them.
Probably not a good idea, too, to flaunt in Michigan water. And they're like,
and wasting it?
Let's not do this. Mookie, speaking of Detroit, Mookie's here. Mookie, how you feeling, man? Look at that pink kit you got on, dude.
I'm feeling good. It's a great day in my world because the Gunners are top of the Prem. Goddamn right.
The Gunners are top of the Prem,
right.
And you don't have the correct mic input going. It's a wonderful day for you. Welcome back from vacation. Your camera is shaking. It's gonna.
I was just gonna say, where are you?
Well, because I got two cameras. I plug them both in because neither one always works. So
You got two, you got none. Damn it! You know the rules of the NFL.
I mean, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. I mean, I ain't got shit, man. It's been a long week. Don't drive overnight to get places. It's just a fucking waste. I
did that to spring break once, and I almost drove us into a ditch at least twice that I can remember. Like one of those where I caught myself falling asleep. Like, oh shit!
You know what? I'll tell you what. I would almost rather we drove into the ditch instead of sitting in the back seat of this 12-passenger van over the axle and hitting the fucking ceiling every time we went over the tiniest of bumps. I'm pretty sure that this isn't a stress headache. It's a concussion that I'm still suffering from as a part of that. But one could argue there's really no difference between me half concussed and me normal. So fuck it. We're here.
It actually might just help you.
I would definitely argue that.
We're glad to have you back, though, Mookie. We missed you last week, but have no fear. Caesar filled in brilliantly for you. He took up the mantle of Mookie. But yeah, Caesar also here. Officer Ramathorn, how you feeling, man?
Put your hand down, son.
Oh, come on, Caesar.
Get your hand off of that glorious stash.
Look at that Ramathorn stash. Caesar shows up, pre-show, pops in. I didn't have time. I started to shave and then I didn't have time. He got everything else except that stash right there. Dude, you legit, no joke, you look like Ramathorn from Super Troopers.
You look fantastic, dude. That is awesome. Keep that shit. Hey, tell the Spurs it's coming with you.
That's shit, bro. I'm telling you, I look like I don't read people. I don't look like I read minorities or Miranda rights. It's a bad look. So look, I had
you look like a Latino for Trump.
I really do, bro. I'm gonna get a fucking rap that says Trump 2020 forever.
Said, say car ramrod. Just say car ramrod, Caesar. Say car ramrod.
Is it a slur?
No, it's not a slur.
Whoa, time out.
Depends on what hood you're in.
Time out, Caesar. Name that movie reference.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
I don't know.
Are you fucking serious?
He doesn't get it.
Mike just legit said the movie too.
Yeah,
I don't know what Super Troopers is either.
You've never seen Super Troopers? All right, you have homework, my friend. You
also get out.
Biscuit says Caesar's favorite restaurant is Shenanigans. He doesn't get that joke. And Joe Hall, who will be here from later, said Caesar touches kids with that stash.
Do you get that reference?
I went.
Yeah, I know that
That
reference.
reference.
Okay, so before I was shaving,
Scott-
it's
oh,
6:30,
yeah,
I
let's-
get a phone call. My dog
Let's
escaped.
fix my light. Jesus.
So I go get my dog. I have only a mustache. I'm like, all right, I mean, if I have to rock it, I fucking rock it. So I go get my dog. I come back to my house. I'm like, oh, fuck, there's people outside. I'm not going to be able to be heard correctly. And I'm like, oh, shit, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work.
Your
And I look
mustache.
in the mirror and I'm like, fuck. And then I watched my dog do arguably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen it do. So it was at the neighbor's house and they were feeding it snacks, right? So we could like stay calm or something. So I put him inside, like in my room, and then he like threw up, but then he ate his throw up.
Oh, you've never seen that before?
Okay,
And I was
okay,
like, this is
okay.
disgusting. And then I was like, my face looks like shit. My
The-
dog just ate his own throw
Parts
up.
of parts of
gonna
the
be late.
story, parts of the story may be true, but there's no way, there's no person on earth that shaves in the way that you do on purpose without that being the result. You're like, let's shave everywhere but just this stash,
That's what
and then
Robert
whoops,
pointed
something
out.
happened.
Robert said there is no effing way that was not purposely shaved to look like that.
Oh,
Caesar,
it wasn't on purpose.
Caesar,
It wasn't on
you
purpose.
look great.
I was just gonna say that's the thing.
Stop
Like
it.
the stash is amazing.
You
like,
can pull it
shouldn't
off.
hide from it. Like it
Also,
looked
dude,
good.
it's
No,
the time
no,
of Top Gun. Mustaches
no,
are in
no,
again. You can
no,
rock a
no.
mustache thanks
Let
to
that
Top
shit
Gun.
grow
No.
out. Get you a Spencer Strider.
No.
Seriously.
I'm gonna like sit in the
God.
way where the presented by just like covers my mouth.
So hold on a minute. I gotta
No.
jump in here because
How
you
dare
two are both married and therefore off the market. So I don't understand why you're trying to tank this kid's shot at meeting a nice girl. Because you know what you're not going to meet with a stash like that? A nice girl.
It
Spencer
depends.
Strider gets pussy.
Do you want to meet a nice girl, or do you want to, give
wanna
a
do-
mustache back?
I was
You
just
know
gonna,
what I'm saying? Like, come
I
on.
was gonna
Come
say,
on.
are you trying to meet a nice girl? Or are you trying to use the pickup line? You trying to go for this mustache?
So everyone's
ride?
shooting on me for saying the way I start to shave. I do my cheek. I go like, I go, and then I end here,
Wait, say again?
and then
There's your Caesar sound effect
Boom.
for today.
Should we
That's
add that
how
as
I
a quick
start.
hitter? Do you shave
think-
left or right?
Yeah, how
or-
do you shave? Yeah, we need to get a quick hitter about shaving.
Shaves in the U
because-
shape.
I do shave in a U shape.
Why?
So, yeah.
All right,
know.
listen, we got an awesome show for you guys tonight. We're going to talk Aaron Rodgers and his crazy trips. We got, as Scott mentioned, Hard Knocks. The Haters Guide to Hard Knock makes its triumphant return. We're going to talk a little bit later. I think baseball's fun again. I don't know what happened, but apparently it's fun. And I have a hot take about Edwin Diaz's closer music. We'll talk all that. Plus, Joe Hall will be chiming in a little bit later on from somewhere in Iowa. But we will get to all of that. Before we do, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. Scott, what is in your mug? And as always, would you bang it?
Move along quickly. It's intervention time because for the second week in a row, I'm doing
Not
the fat
another
jig.
Bud Light.
Another
Come on.
another slump
God.
buster. It is another slump buster, my friend. This is it though. These are the last two beers I have in the house. I have no excuse. Otherwise, I'll be drinking more water than this can provides next week.
You are such a disappointment. I swear to God.
I
swear to fucking God.
It's perfectly fine. I spent, you can ask Mike, maybe that was in the group chat, I can't remember. I spent like 30, 40 minutes loading up the cart thinking I'm going to do one last ride with Beer Drop. And then I got to the end of it and I was like, I'm not paying for this. This is ridiculous for this amount of beer. I'm out. And then I didn't think about beer again until I got in this afternoon and I'm like, shit.
So funny story, true story here. That all makes a lot of sense. And I know we've talked in the show about our text thread etiquette here. I remember reading that conversation in the group
It
chat.
100% is.
And I 100%, it was Mike who filled up his cart and then like got at the end was like, oh, fuck this noise. And it was Scott rubbing it in his face, not the other way around. So I guess, Scott, I can kind of take it a little bit easier on you. But wow. Sorry, bud. You should have told me. I could have brought you some of this delicious Oyster City Appalach IPA. Yeah, 6.9%.
You're fancy ass.
I know. My fancy
Nice.
ass brought this direct from PC Beach, Florida. It's pretty fucking good, man. It is a damn good beer. And
What kind of
this
beer is
is-
it? What'd you say?
it is
Like what
a
style?
IPA.
Oh, it's IPA. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I talked to a lot of Floridians about your stout season situation because I figure if there's one place that I could get a straight shot of, if it's always stout season.
You went to Florida, man?
I
You went
thought
to Florida
man
Man
would
for
hold
the
it down and
authority
keep
on
me
whether or
true.
not it's stout season. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
In a place where they specialize
Hell
in
no, man!
serving
It ain't
you.
salt season. It's bath salt season. Yeehaw!
I mean, hey, if they be drinking stouts all season, then I would have no choice but to bend to your will and agree with you because, like, that would be the hardest group to convert to that point. Also, they didn't buy it, so
They drink
hard pass for them.
Michelob down there. Like, what are we talking about?
Trust me, I pounded my ultras down there. That was my beach beer. But this Oyster City, actually, we grabbed a sixer of it just because we wanted something a little bit different than just drinking water, which is what Scott's got tonight. Highly recommend it. This beer is solid. This is the beer when you're on vacation, you meet that girl at the bar, you knock one out. You go back to that same bar the rest of the night, hoping she's back there again because you couldn't tell if that was like a 3 or a 4 on your hand when she gave you her number, and you're like, I gotta find this girl, and I've only got 3 more days to do it. Like that's how good this beer is.
Semi-stalking. I've been there.
We've all been there.
See,
now,
you
haven't you
convince
ever-
yourself it's not stalking because you already have the number, but it kind of is.
I mean, I feel like
I
when you
remember
already
those
knocked
days.
one out, it can't be considered stalking. You're just trying to track her down, serendipity or 90s rom-com style, right? Like,
Yeah, the forced meet cute. I like it. No, I
Right,
like
well, and-
it.
and-
There
and
you
you
are
know-
again. Surprise.
yeah, and and you agree. Basically, it's within the etiquette. It's the unspoken rules. Is that you're on vacation, you're on spring break. At the end of that week, like that's it, that's done, and it's not like you're gonna drive to New York to try to find her or whatever. You'd be that's stalking. That's fucking creepy.
That said, I thought you meant the looks were a 3 or
That's
a
what I
4, not
did
the
too.
phone number.
Again, Matt, when you're on vacation, everyone gets like a +5 upgrade.
Caesar, what are you drinking tonight? And would you bang it?
I can't get over my fucking face.
Good.
Is that the name of the beer or
No, I'm drinking another Martin House Brewing Company beer. The can's fucking sick. It's called Up on the Watermelon Hill.
Oh, that's a cool looking can, man.
That's fucking dope. It's a watermelon sour, probably my favorite fruit to have a sour. It is 10% alky,
Ooh.
and it is made in Texas by Texans.
There you go.
Right.
Nailed the
Attaboy.
slogan this time.
So
Caesar.
I think it's really good. I'd fuck it. I don't really, again, I say it every fucking week. I don't really like beers, but if I had to drink a sour, I'm drinking a watermelon sour.
So Caesar,
I love
real-
the guy who isn't big into beers just pounding sours on the show. Like you went from I don't really like beer to I'm gonna get the most polarizing beer type possible and just drink those.
Dude, it's gas and it's 10 alky. I'll take it.
Can we see that can again? Because why is there a kid with like a sword on the
Dude,
side?
And is that Jesus on a cross too?
No, it's a
Yeah.
scarecrow.
It's a scarecrow. Okay, it looked like Jesus on a cross and a kid was about to fight.
But the
him with
can's
a sword.
fucking sick, right?
Yeah, but what's going on with that kid? He's got like a
He's got, like,
floaty on
my
his
hair.
arm.
No, it's a shield. It's a shield and a
Oh.
wooden sword. He's running up into battle against the scarecrow, apparently.
Through watermelons.
Jesus
Up
it's
on
Jesus.
Watermelon
He's
Hill.
fighting
And it reminded
Jesus.
me of Kate Bush, so I got it too.
Oh God, that song! All right, let's
so
see what you
confused.
guys are drinking. Robert is drinking. He said he's starting school back up after a short break, so he's drinking Bottle Logic's Bring You In Cold. It's only 7.6% ABV, cold IPA. Love it. Love to hear
Nice.
that Robert Taylor bringing in the low ABVs, only 7.6. Gabe is drinking Voodoo Ranger 1985 IPA from New Belgium, 6.7 ABV, definite bang. Let's see, we got to keep scrolling here. I saw a couple other ones that came through. Jared drinking Third Eye Brewing from Cincy. He's got a Cincy brew here, Bahama Mama Milkshake IPA. It's a one-night stand that I enjoyed enough that I had to go back again. Also, Mookie sucks at texting back.
Hold
yeah,
on,
we
time
know,
out. First
Jared.
of all,
He's off at it. He's
I just
terrible.
got home from work at 7:30, and I saw your GIF, but I didn't understand it, and then I went to poop and I forgot.
Matt Bart drinking Applejack homemade moonshine in the glass. 9 out of 10 wood bang. Ooh, Applejack moonshine sounds delicious. I've had apple pie moonshine. I've never had Applejack moonshine. That sounds amazing.
It doesn't taste like apples.
Yeah, no, but definitely not. Scott is drinking North Center Brewing Nice Bloobs Amber Ale, 6.3%. He said it's a little fruity for my taste, but I'd bang it like the crazy side chick. That's a great name for a beer. Biscuit he's drinking Big Red Zero because I wanted to relive the feeling of victory when I played Little League Baseball. Teamsters Local 957 represent. Little League World Series. Mookie, how you feeling? You laying down some action on the Little League World Series so far?
Bro, you know it, man. I'm feeling real good right now. Like, let me tell you what. I got so excited when I realized I didn't fuck up because there is not a mercy rule in Little League World Series regional play. So they'll just keep hitting freaking dinger slingers on those kids out there on the mound. So
I like that. That's how it should be. You should learn early that you can get beat in submission and end up getting drafted by the Pirates, and that be your baseball life. Like, you should learn that at an early age. Like, and it's not everything is winning. You want a ton of games to get here, but sometimes people are just gonna beat the shit out of you on the field, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
And it's Little League. It ain't friggin' rec. It ain't the Teamsters, co-ed league or whatever. Like, this is competitive shit where they're taking it seriously. So yeah, they need to learn how to take a whooping. Speaking of which, in the comments there, Whitey's saying, in fairness, what is the best thing to use against Jesus?
And Matt said, if you leave Jesus up too long, he turns into a scarecrow. Matt is also drinking a Tullamore and Coke.
What's going on?
I understood that wrong.
Amazing. What do you mean, Mookie? What's happening? Is it my green screen?
It must be me. I must be lagging because no one else seems to notice shit. This is fantastic. This is a great way to come back.
It's you. All right, I am drinking Eddie Line Brewery's Raspberry American Wheat. Listen, I'm not a big American Wheat fan, but this one with the raspberry flavor is delicious. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Would bang easily many times over. Let us know in the comments what you were drinking, and let us know also whether or not you would bang it. Fellas, let's go as soon as I can find the transition. Let's talk a little football. Scott, do you want to go right into Hard Knocks, or should we talk Aaron Rodgers first?
Let's ease into things. Let's talk about the doofus in Green Bay first.
If you missed it, Aaron Rodgers was on a podcast where he announced that he took DMT. He was drinking a tea, some what is it, ayahuasca? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So he went on a trip, and he said that he did that before his third MVP season, and he believes that's what helped him win the MVP. That story is crazy enough as it is, but then the NFL came out and was like, yeah, we're not going to punish him for it. Like, he didn't test positive for anything. So even though he said he took an illegal substance, we're just not going to do anything.
Also, get ready. White.
Race card.
The first of many. But yeah, I found that weird. They're like, Josh Gordon, if you get 20 states within weed, we're suspending you for your life. What? Aaron Rodgers, you did what? Fuck it.
Get over here. You know, they like gave him a noogie. They're like, crazy bastard,
this kid, I tell you. Oh,
it got me thinking, though.
Back-to-back MVP here. He's silly, guys. He's silly.
What athletes? Go ahead, Caesar. Sorry.
Couldn't he claim to be like Native American?
I think
like
you would have
or that's peyote. Sorry.
Wait a minute. Is this
I need the guy with the porn stash to not be asking about different drugs, like with all the children, stuff floating around. Like, he's like, oh, what drug is that?
I need
taking notes.
I need a point of clarification though. Is this your DUI take, where if you're Native American you can do peyote and it doesn't matter?
I was told as a young lad that if you were Native American, you could smoke peyote and they wouldn't arrest you because it was like a religious thing.
Well, I don't think you just walk into a mire and smoke peyote, but I think on the designated areas where they're like,
into a mire.
Hey, brown people, you can live here because we feel bad about our white guilt. They're like, yeah, sure, you can smoke peyote there all you want. We don't care.
Sounds like a hell of a deal, man.
But if we catch you smoking peyote just anywhere, you're getting fucked up.
That sounds like a hell of a deal, Mookie. You're
Bro, they gave him Oklahoma.
Listen, I know they took all of our land and they forced us into this small little space here. But Peyote's legal, right?
Well,
So,
yeah.
good trade-off, right? This
Fuck
is all
no.
right. I'm okay with it.
I mean, look, it wasn't just that. They also give him blankets full of smallpox. So it wasn't like they just got the peyote thing. No, you clearly missed the
And then
sarcasm
later
for
on-
ripping off my words.
And then later on, casinos, right? So I mean, it's like it's a pretty.
Well, now hold
pretty-
on a minute
pretty-
there. Now that you
pretty
mentioned
solid
that,
deal. Pretty
I'm
solid
actually-
deal.
God, I
Peyotes,
think you got something
casinos,
there.
and smallpox, they hit the
Fuck
trifecta.
yeah, dude. Sports books, anywhere we go.
That said that Aaron Rodgers lied about taking another drug, so why would we believe him now? I think that's the
Oh.
funniest part to me is this guy who was like, well, I'm very careful about what I put into my system, so I didn't want to take this vaccine because I didn't know. He's out there taking fucking DMT and going
Just
on
take
wacky
whatever
drugs.
drug.
Yeah,
Well, hey, that shit's natural. That's all.
Yeah, I was gonna say ayahuasca comes from the ground. I mean,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes
okay,
from the
but
earth.
Are we assuming that he harvested and didn't get it from somebody? Like, did he see it come out of the ground? No, I'm guessing he
probably
got
got
it
it from,
from
like,
a
Rogan or
guy.
some shit.
He got it from a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. So it could have been anything. And he's just like, oh yeah, let's go.
No,
But,
I trust it.
I won't take good vax. I won't.
I
won't
trust
get
this
vax.
one from Joey Rogan. He wouldn't lead me astray and give me bad ayahuasca. He's gonna give me the good shit,
Yeah.
the real pure stuff.
See, I assumed he was on some fucking yoga retreat
On
in
the
like
Zap.
South America,
What's that
and
Zap?
like they were like harvesting it there. Like I figured this was like a whole experience for him.
I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, he is his ex or current girl. I don't know what their situation is
broke up,
anymore,
yeah.
but she ate clay as like a way to fix her digestive system.
Oh.
That had to be the weirdest house ever, man. Like those two sharing a roof had to be the weirdest
clay?
situation in the world. Aaron Rodgers' ex. She talked about how she
Oh,
loved to eat clay.
Shailene Woodley?
yeah, Shailene Woodley, that weirdo, yeah.
Yeah,
She like
just
made her own deodorant too.
What would her shit look like?
time out for a
Round
second. Hang
play?
on. Everybody clear the way because Matt said the 49ers gave Rodgers divisional round pox.
Got him.
That's such a good joke.
That is fantastic.
But
Speaking
yeah,
of which, Scott, what up with Jimmy G? How's
Bro.
that bag?
have you seen
speaking
the
of
videos of
which,
Trey
how did you
Lance?
How did you transition?
I don't understand
Oh,
that
the
transition.
49ers. Oh, because Matt mentioned the 49ers gave him a division. Okay,
And it's the football
I see the
segment.
Mookie connection. Okay. all
Also,
right.
did you play?
Connection.
Never mind.
That's out of pocket.
What?
Is it though?
Not really. I just think it's funny that like Mike already has this kind of system where Mookie just like traced his thoughts.
I do. It's an
yeah.
amazing exercise to try to figure out how Mookie gets from point A to point B. And normally there's a lot of hoop to jump through to get there. This one wasn't as bad as
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
originally
say, this
thought.
one was pretty simple.
It's pretty
That's why I
straightforward.
jumped
Yeah.
on it because I was like, okay, I got to figure this one out, and then I put it together.
Well, see, because Mike, again, I've been off for a week, and so I wanted to make sure I gave you an opportunity to like stretch and warm up before I really put you through your paces. Speaking of which, you got to adjust your fader, bro. You keep fading out behind the
I
bar.
know it's killing me tonight. It's because I went with the blue screen so that I could rock tank shirt, and even tank shirt is still chroma keying out. I don't understand what's
Well,
happening.
good, because I feel like that's just fair. Because every time I try to rock a non-green thing, this motherfucking thing still flags me, and I end up getting like ghosted in this background. So at least you're suffering too. Sorry, Tank. I don't mean to take it out on you necessarily.
I think the
But-
other issue is it's still kind of light down here. So the light from the window and the light from
That's the most annoying thing ever.
It's
Did you-
this awful time of year.
I'm
Just
like, it's
terrible
dark
time.
already when I'm wanting to do the show.
Scott wanting? Never mind.
Guys, who are the athletes that you want to see take ayahuasca and hang out with? Because there's got to be some athletes out there. Like Aaron Rodgers seems like the type that would do it, but I'm not asking that. I want to know who is the athlete that you want to hang out with while they, or the person in the sports world. Doesn't have to be an athlete, could be anybody related to sports. Who would you want to hang out with while they're taking ayahuasca? Caesar, your hand went up right away. You had an answer immediately.
Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz. I feel like has
That
a
could
potential
end
to go very
badly.
south. Yeah, that could go.
What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds badass.
Mine is simple. It is easy. You should know this answer too. It's coming. Jay Cutler. Although I will tell you though, him and I, we got to have some words because his bitch ass lost to Doug Flutie in the ESPN Ocho cornhole tournament. in the first round.
Dude, the Ocho was so good this year.
Oh my God,
it was
right?
so good this year.
Although the thing that threw me off is it wasn't on August 8th. And so like I turned it on halfway through the day and I was like, shit, fuck, I missed half of this. I didn't get to see the pogo competition. I didn't get to see the, what do they call it? The Omega Ball competition. And the other thing I really wanted to see was the corgi races. Because I mean, I tell you what, I would have cleaned house on those motherfuckers. Like, dude, you want to talk about a perfect trifecta?
I am legit worried about you come January 1st because for those of you that don't know, January 1st, 2023, sports gambling is legal in Ohio. They're opening up the floodgates. You're going to be able to vote. You're going to be able to gamble mobily.
Might as well be voting.
It could be voting. But I am terrified that by January 3rd, Mookie is going to be homeless, divorced, and he's not going to have a penny to his name. I feel like as soon as January 1st hits and it's legal, Mookie is like, you should start calling the 1-800 number that you have a problem now to like
just let it know.
Guys, I'm gonna have a real problem here in a couple of months, and I just want to prepare you.
Yeah.
Just
want you to know the name.
Should I start apologizing to people now and making, reparations or whatever? Or
prearrange the intervention, or do we wait until it's full blown addiction?
I want to be on step 6 by the time it becomes legal here. Like that's my goal is to be at about step 6.
Dude, my favorite part is like I texted you guys earlier where someone shared an article that they will be allowing betting at select Kroger stores in Ohio when this shit becomes legal. So I'm just going to take a little time off the day to go do research and just go and hammer the ponies, or I don't even know. Fuck, it could be anything. We don't even know. I might start betting on esports. Why not?
I've done that. Like at 2 a.m., my friends and I will get on a sports book and we'll bet GT League Soccer. It's the most sketchy thing we've ever gambled on, and I promise you, GT League Soccer. It looks like the motherfuckers are in the same room watching the lines because we'll place a fucking bet, the lines will change, and then the other person somehow scores a goal, and then I'll lose my fucking money.
Gabe pointed out from the Ocho, the Excel esports surprises me. Did you see the
Wait
Excel
a minute, like Microsoft Excel is an esport?
Hey, I want to give my 3: Jordan, Tyson, and Tiger.
Oh God! Oh my God! That sounds like an amazing time.
Watching and mostly I want Tiger to be the first one to do it so we can all watch Tiger fucking just trip balls.
Can you see Tiger just like geeking out there like with his straight-laced nerdy voice like, guys, I see it. Yes. I see an octopus coming down from the ceiling fan. I'm very worried. Is
it wearing a Perkins outfit? Fuck it.
My favorite part of your
y'all go fuck that octopus, because if y'all ain't go fuck that octopus, I will.
Sounds like the deep.
God. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
Jordan,
now I got to chime in, especially
on whether or not he'd fuck the octopus. Jordan's like, I got 20 that he's gonna try to fuck this octopus.
I thought you were saying your 3 when you said Jordan, Tyson, and then when you got to Tiger, I was like, oh, other ones. As I heard Jordan, you kid, Tyson, fan of the show, and I was like, that's a really weird choice, Scott. And then you said Tiger, and I was like, oh, right, those other guys.
But I mean, the order would be Tiger first, then Jordan, and then me, and then Mike. And Mike's doing it last because that way none of us see it coming.
Are you guys drinking the tea with them, or are you like the safety friend?
Wait, so it's a tea?
Yeah.
Well, that's how Aaron did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers drank it as a tea. He put it in tea and then drank it and then went on his drink.
Oh my God.
See, here's what I feel like. If you've got Jordan, Tyson, and Tiger, you got to all drink the tea at the same time and then just let fate decide who's going down first.
That would be a fun game. That would be a fun game. But I guarantee you, the non-athlete in the group is getting fucked up first. So there they are laughing at my, 170-pound ass. Yeah, no, I don't know if that sounds fun or not.
I want Lou Holtz. I just want.
Oh boy,
he's still alive?
Hey, dude, that could kill him though.
I was gonna say, you trying to commit murder?
He's a national treasure.
Dead by the time it kicked in.
This is fucked up, guys.
Fucking nodded down.
You're gonna fuck that octopus.
Tiger really fucked that octopus, guys.
Did he always sound like that? Like back in the 90s and the 80s? Or
Yeah,
whatever the
he
fuck
sounded
it
like
is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
It worse now. And also, yeah.
it was less saliva-y. It was less wet, maybe is the way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, you needed less of a bib around him.
So he's just like, I'm sorry, I asked.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right, so Aaron Rodgers doing Aaron Rodgers stuff, and the NFL just in peak NFL form. They're already in midseason form, overlooking transgressions by
Right.
quarterbacks.
My white people.
Moving. Thank you, Scott, for the second one of the show.
Race card.
Wait a minute here now, Scott.
You best believe if I don't know,
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that was actually who came to my mind. But if Lamar was like, "Yeah, man, I've tried crack a few times, it just wasn't for me." Man,
Why is Lamar got to be trying crack? What's that shit? You want to talk about profiling?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like they're like, "Oh, the white quarterback taking just this, hippie Indian drug, whatever." But if it was a black dude, fine. Just let it be a black dude doing it. Whatever. They lifetime suspension, banned for life.
My favorite Lamar moment is actually kind of race related. When that one radio guy was like, "Oh, it's because he's black and they can't see the ball, and that's why he's so good."
Oh, that was a good
he
one.
wore white sleeves. I was like, "Dog,
That was
what a fucking
dog.
dog." Oh my god,
That was
shit was
amazing.
crazy. That was ridiculous.
All right. So outside of Aaron Rodgers, the big NFL story this week is that training camp is in full swing, and that means Hard Knocks is back, baby. Hard Knocks episode 1 with the Detroit Lions premiered last night. If you haven't watched it yet, you can still listen to these crib notes because it'll only enhance your experience when you actually go to watch it. If you've never seen us do this before, Scott likes to take the hater's guide. He wants to hate on all of these teams because I have the experience of whenever I see a team on Hard Knocks, I tend to like them. I tend to cheer for them. I find guys that I root for, and I really want them to be successful, make the team. I follow them throughout the year, and it's fun to watch them eventually collapse and crash and burn throughout the season. But at that beginning of the part of the season, it's like, man, these guys are fun. I hope good things happen. Scott wants to go the other route. So Scott, I'll turn it over to you. Do you want some music in the background for this?
Didn't we have haters guide, or did we not? I can't remember if we had
just
hater
went
guys.
like Scotty doesn't know music or something like that.
Yeah, and then turn it down low so that when you want to chime in, you don't have to compete over it.
All right.
It sounds very Dan Campbell.
Yeah, this is actually this is high energy, man.
This is pretty up there. I'm cool with it though. I think this works.
That's
Let's roll
fine.
with it.
We ready?
Yep.
Playing games on a fucking landfill with one ass cheek and 3 toes is what the NFL needs to go next level.
Pause right there, right off the bat. We're pausing right there. This was Dan Campbell's opening statement to his team. He's talking to him, welcoming in their first meeting.
Give their opening speech.
He says, I don't care if they got one ass cheek and 3 toes. We're taking them down. Dan, I hate to tell you, feels like you should be able to take down a guy with one ass cheek and he's missing 7 toes. I just feel like you are in the advantage there. That's not
exactly anywhere, including a
Well, wait, which toes though? I mean, like if they're just some of the middle ones that don't matter, you might as well be
if you
normal.
only have 3 toes out of 10, you are not going to be
they're
winning very
missing
well.
7. That'd be interesting. How do you wear sandals?
You don't.
You don't. You wear slides.
I hot take. I prefer slides.
I'm wearing slides.
Never been into slides. Never got into
them those Adidas. No.
All right, Scott, go ahead. Sorry.
I want one of these confused black faces to raise their hand and say, "Coach, I can't swim though."
Wait, what?
If you had Deuce Staley in the pool to drop the first bitch, you win the pool. Dan Campbell waiting 6 minutes to drop his first F-bomb. Vegas had to win big on that one.
No, people totally. Well, what was the over/under set at, Mookie? How long until Dan Campbell dropped his first F-bomb? What was the Vegas line on that one?
I didn't have time to look up those props.
Dude,
I told you I was hammering the ponies. Like I was winning I was winning real money. Brennan,
Stereotypes hurt. Hutchinson not being able to sing, keep a tune, or dance, and showing that to the world for 5 minutes is bullying. HBO.
Okay, hang on, stop right there. For those of you that don't know, Hutchinson had to do like the normal rookie hazing thing of you got to get up in front of everybody and sing, and he sang Billie Jean. And I got to be honest, yes, you are right, Scott. Terrible. He was terrible at it. A horrible.
I mean, he
dancer.
first started singing the wrong lyrics right out of the gate.
He
Like,
did start off poorly, but here's the thing: he did it right. When you are not a good singer and you have to do that, and you're going to be on national TV. You fucking go for it. And he did. He laid it out there.
He did own his whiteness. I'll give it
big props to Hutchinson for that. He made me a little bit more of a fan by doing that.
No, fuck that kid. He went to Michigan.
By the way, I can't believe you've passed over, Scott, the one note that I thought for sure you would have, because if you're already at Hutchinson doing the song, you missed Dan Campbell doing up downs with the defense. This man is a football guy, baby.
It was too on the nose. I'm like, look at Dan Campbell trying so hard. Like, God bless him. Like, I left it alone. I was like, I don't have anything to say or think because, of course, Dan Campbell's doing up downs. Like, it was just.
I thought. You know what I thought when I saw him doing those up downs? Look at those traps. Holy shit, this man is gigantic. Dan Campbell is a specimen. An absolute.
What is wrong with you?
Have you seen Dan Campbell, Mookie, in a t-shirt? He is jacked. All right, sorry, Scott, go ahead.
Speaking of Billie Jean, how old were most of these assholes when Mike died? I wonder if Caesar would know that what song this is.
I know Billie Jean. I don't know the one you just mentioned.
Well, yeah, I just wondered off when he started singing it. I was just curious if you would know that it was Billie Jean without having to Google it. If Dan is watching this, he's got a boner, and it has nothing to do with Hutchinson's mom and or his sisters. Oh, look, the NFL pretending to care about player safety. Good one. Bart Brunell on the coaching staff on top of a bunch of other players we watched growing up. Nothing makes you feel old faster.
Oh, dude, I had that same note. It was crushing. They've got Mark Brunell as their quarterbacks coach. They got Antoine Randall L as their wide receivers coach. Deuce Staley as the running back coach. I was blown away.
Aaron Glenn as the DB. Is he defensive coordinator?
I think he's the defensive coordinator, yeah.
This team's going to be trash.
It's like a who's who of 90s football.
of 90s Madden football. They were actually great in their own way. Like, they just were good in Madden.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see all those players on that coaching staff. It was absolutely awesome to see. Made me more of a fan.
When a lunatic swears he's not a lunatic, 1,000% chance he's a lunatic.
Stop.
This is like red light, green light right here.
Because I wrote this down. Quote, I swear to you, I'm not a lunatic. LOL, fuck you, Dan. That's what I wrote.
Exactly.
Yelled out, I swear to you, I'm not a lunatic. We're hitting this early because you got to get the intensity up. I'm not a lunatic. I got a plan. It's like, bro, you're a fucking lunatic, okay?
Yeah, no, I don't walk around telling people I'm not a lunatic.
You once said you were going to bite off people's kneecaps in order to win a game. You are a lunatic. Embrace it. Embrace it. Sorry, Scott.
Dogs! They hit us with the first dogs! Not nearly as impressive as a voice crack during a motivational speech, though. In fact,
oh my God. Would you two just go out on a date already? Fuck.
I love that we're picking up the exact same things. It was the.
Look at you're boring Caesar so much he's yawning, and he's even drinking a sour.
Jamal Williams.
Yes.
Jamal Williams has given a speech and his voice cracked. I said, is there anything worse than your voice cracking when you're trying to pump everyone up?
It was so awkward.
Jamal Williams isn't even the starting running back. You're number 2 on the depth chart, bro. And he said, I'm going to do this in my best Jamal Williams from Hard Knocks impression. He goes, when you're tired, think of that fucking record. You're going to piss like a puppy, stay on the porch, let the big dogs eat. Give everything.
What?
God damn, dude.
It was not great. It was not great. His voice cracked multiple times.
I'm looking forward to watching this even more now, though.
And he just cried at the end. He's like, I'm fucking crying, man.
Well, I have notes on that. Apparently, Jamal Williams realized he wasn't in Green Bay still at the end of that speech, I see. Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, not white. I wonder if Deuce can spell chrysanthemum yet.
Are you kidding me? Can you?
No, but I wasn't in a United Way commercial for it made popular, when we were watching football and Deuce Staley played. Do you not remember the United Way chrysanthemum commercial?
remember
The
that.
man's chrysanthemum, she got cat.
I don't.
It's
I don't
second
watch-
only behind who's my favorite player, Mr. Derek Brooks. So take it from the top. I love those commercials.
Gold. That is such gold. Look at Caesar's face. He has no idea what's happening.
None, but he's stroking that stash like a real man. I like it.
Bear called him out. He said he loves that porn stash.
It's
Bear.
because it's a good
Thank
stash.
you, Mikey. Thank you,
Bear, I need confirmation on just how well that stash actually plays with the lady friends, though.
I want
I
to
haven't
fuck you
been
up
to the raid
between
in a long ass time.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not my problem. I'm just trying to
Okay.
get data here, man.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I want to fuck you up between the lines, but I love you. Guys, fire Dan Campbell and promote Deuce already.
Deuce was amazing during that whole scene.
Everything Deuce did, the entire show was like, Deuce Staley should really be the head coach. In fact, my next note says, look, HBO, you just stumbled upon gold. I'm going to need Deuce and Glenn back and forth every week or we riot.
I want them mic'd up all season long, just
Yes.
on the sidelines talking shit to each other.
And especially when their units are going at it, like that
Oh,
was
dude,
good shit. Just
it's so
mad shit talking. Love it. Another royal citizen of nearby Zamunda. Hope we get his family on here too. Clorox bleach Febreze. Jesus fucking Christ. Damn, Deuce. Sometimes you gotta let one rip. Don't be so uptight about it. D's nuts.
Wait, pause there. Hang on, because we're already into the credits. I'm glad we made it this far. And also, I have we'll just stop here because I also have that one too at the
There were
end.
three. I was gonna say there were 3 references in just the credits. Like I never have that many notes for the credits. The credits provided me with 3 separate notes.
Deuce Staley says in the running back room, listen, if you're going to bust ass, go outside. Bust ass, wait 8 seconds, my count, not yours. Then you can come back in. I do not know if 8 seconds is enough for a fart to dissipate. That
No.
does not seem like nearly enough.
Not from an NFL player. There's no way.
No.
No, there is no way. Like, I feel like it should be a minimum 15 to 20 seconds that you have to wait to let that.
Oh, I was going to say
I'm
a
just
full on
gonna say
minute,
again,
dude.
I was gonna say you gotta wait a full minute,
Yeah, they're wearing
1 to
spandex, bro.
3
That shit
minutes.
is trapped.
and it's gonna follow you in if you're in 15 to 20 seconds. No, yeah, you full minute.
Mm.
We'll see you in a minute.
Mm-mm.
All right, okay, all right. I'll go a minute. I could go a minute, but 8 seconds, I don't get. And unless
That's
it's
not enough.
just Deuce counts really, really.
I was just gonna say, unless his 8 seconds are different than everybody else's 8 seconds.
because he did say it's his 8 count, not
Yeah.
theirs.
No.
So Deuce Staley has an 8-second fart clock inside of the running back room, which is the greatest thing I've ever heard from any NFL team ever.
Well, and
in
I couldn't
history of the
figure out
NFL.
who it was, but there was clearly somebody who had already been fined because the dude was like, yeah, and he's like, you know, it's like, yeah, somebody's already been hit with the penalty for ripping ass in the running
Wait,
back
so
room.
what is the actual penalty? Did they?
He just said it would be a heavy fine and that you would get kicked out of the meeting.
What do you think is the heavy fine? Farting during the meeting or being late to the meeting? Because I feel like
Gotta be-
farting is the
I was
heavier
gonna say
fine.
it's gotta be farting the way he went into it.
100% farting.
Biscuit says his 8 seconds is like a WWE rep counting to 10.
That's solid.
And then
That's fucking fantastic.
Matt Barr said protein farts demand a full minute. That's a good point.
Fucking 5 minutes, brother.
Matt said a better internal fucking goal. Give it to him. Give the
Yep.
man his due.
That is a sick burn. That is good. I like that one.
And then you mentioned Dan Campbell with the D's nuts.
Oh no, I didn't get to finish. I was gonna say a D's nuts joke executed poorly. Fire Dan Campbell already. And then I have a bonus note. Why the fuck is Nuke on my screen? Oh god damn, the Cardinals are the in-season team. I can't
Oh boy.
I can't wait to rip Cliff a new one over and over and over.
Cliff Carlton Kingsbury coming in November in season with the Cardinals.
I'm like, you gave me that cuck in LA, and now you're giving me the cuck in Arizona. What could be better? This is going to be all the best material.
The best is going to be the in-season Hard Knocks scene with Kyler Murray playing video games, and it's just going to start a whole bunch of shit because he's going to be like, I should be studying film right now, but Call of Duty just came out, so I'm
Double XP weekend.
Dude, you hear that bullshit though? They backtracked it. They took that out of his contract. They
did take it out, yeah. Right, but then Redditors did the research and found out that he plays worse when Call of Duty.
Double XP. Yeah.
So there's something to it. But yeah, the Cardinals totally caved under pressure. Scott, excellent entrance into Hard Knocks this season. Very well done.
I felt like, and to be fair, I don't feel like that was one of my best entries, but there was a lot of just, oh look, we're gonna give you the Dan Campbell history. Like there was a lot of stuff. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I don't care. Get to the part where we're making fun, the players and the personalities. Like I was so excited that they had another foreign player. I'm like, yeah, and he's from Africa. All right.
A foreign player talking to Hutchinson when he's like, where'd you have offers to? And Hutchinson was like, oh, I only had like 12 or 13. So fuck you, man.
Oh no, yeah. So I mean, I just didn't get any offers because they all knew I was going to Michigan.
They knew I was going to Michigan. My dad went there, so that's where I was going to go. So
Memphis, you dumb black son of a bitch. Why'd you go to Memphis? What an idiot! Like, guys, I mean, that might as well have been how that conversation went. Like, it was just like, dude, I'm from Africa. I didn't know American football. Like, Memphis isn't that bad. Like,
that was amazing when the guy was like, this is my 7th year playing football. I only started in my senior year of high school. I've only been playing football for 7 years. And here I am in the same fucking place you are.
Right, in the tub next to you. It's like, he's like, you should have come to Michigan. He's like, I just guess I didn't know about it.
Kind of worked out. And then I loved when he was like, was that like the best offer? And the guy's like, no, I had offers from Alabama and LSU and like ripped off a bunch of SEC schools. So he had all of these offers after playing football for 1 year. And Hutchinson was just like, yeah, but I made, he's like, I made like $23 million in my signing bonus. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Good for you, buddy.
Second overall pick you're talking to. Don't disrespect me.
Yeah, and you're going to be the first overall cut, bitch.
I don't know about that. I think they're going to keep him around.
No, I'm saying out of the two of them, he ain't going to last longer than what's his name on the other side of the line.
Oh, Penne?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a dog.
Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson, he's just a, what do they call it? A legacy pick, right? He just rode his dad's coattails to some bullshit.
But not to the second overall pick. Like,
it's okay.
I mean, I don't know that he was.
Are you saying the Lions
worthy of the second overall pick? And they've made plenty of blunders. I'm just saying nobody rides their parents' coattail to that high of a pick. Like getting drafted, yes, but
are you kidding?
Overall,
did you see where Eli Manning got picked?
Didn't Hutchinson break his dad's?
Oh, that's after the fact. That's separate, man.
Didn't Hutchinson break his dad's sack record at Michigan? Like, yes. I feel like he was a pretty decent.
Well, yeah, his sack record was like 10, and he got 11.
Good player, like I mean, even if you may be a bust, you are a good player up until that point. Like,
I mean, he went to Michigan. He can't be that good.
Matt Barr said the Cardinals season starts to air 12 days after Call of Duty releases. This was planned. We're getting it episode 1, man. Episode 1 is going to be Kyler.
I was going to say, I'm already excited for the Cardinals thing. Like,
it's going to be so much better than last year's Colts one. That's for damn sure.
Oh, 100%.
Caesar, I would love to hear your opinion.
It's not even, it's more of a question. When does this shit start filming? Like when does
November
start filming?
Well, they start as soon as the season starts because it's in season, and then
so it's the whole season.
The episodes start in November.
Oh, so my favorite's gonna be like.
But you don't necessarily see like every single game.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
But yeah,
I'm just thinking of when the Cliff and the Cardinals just start their fucking second half.
Yeah. Like,
that's gonna be amazing television.
Yeah. That's the best part because. The episodes will start to air while the downfall is happening, but they'll be showing all the stuff from when they were winning, and they're like, "Hey, life's good.
Hey, everything is awesome. Look at this." And then it's gonna be like, "God damn it, Kyler, study a film." Cliff's gonna be sitting there with his loafers and no socks on, just bitching that Kyler Murray isn't.
He's gonna get his Mike Gundy on. Is what he's gonna do.
Well, so wait, so the The first episode's on November 16. So like,
Cade Gundy's the racist one.
I have no idea. I completely missed something. Clearly,
Google Gundy and just Google Mike Gundy.
Google Cade Gundy. He's the racist coach from Oklahoma.
Cade Gundy from Oklahoma just had to step down because he.
Oh, come on, guys!
Fuck Oklahoma. Fuck him.
It wasn't racist. He just accidentally read a word on the screen and wasn't.
He didn't notice what he said until 15 minutes after.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Speaking of college football, Caesar. So Sark's drinking again, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know.
Caesar has a vote.
No. Sark doesn't have a vote. Sark does not have a vote.
He does not have a vote.
He does not have a vote. My conspiracy theory is that it either came from Drayden at Temple, who was a running backs coach, or Nick Saban himself.
Why would Nick Saban? Okay, for those of you that don't know, the coaches poll came out this week. Texas received one first.
I don't know where the fuck we got.
There's a 0% chance it was Nick Saban. I'll tell you.
It wasn't Drayden. Like who would it be? Venables? Because Sark doesn't have a vote.
How does Sark not have a vote?
I don't know. I just know
he got it taken away from him for whatever reason. There was something I read about it. He had his vote taken away for like 3 years, more or less. Yeah,
that was part of his 12 steps, guys.
No more voting in the coaches poll.
He made amends by giving back.
Also, the coaches poll is fucking crazy. Notre Dame's at 5 and A&M's like at 8. Like that makes no fucking sense.
They understand what makes a good football team.
No new head coach, new receiving core, new running back, new quarterback.
Have you seen our head coach?
Yes, he's
look
in
at
higher.
But
bro, it's a new everything. Everything. New everything means step back.
That guy fucks.
Oklahoma,
my asshole. We got rid of so much dead weight. Like, oh Jesus, we got rid of 240 pounds of diabetic old white guy.
As someone who thinks that Texas shouldn't be ranked,
I don't know though, man. 10, he can dance 15. Pretty well, and he's got that cool Southern accent.
What is Texas A&M ever done besides disappoint?
Exactly, they're at 5. No, they're at like 8, which I think is crazy.
Right, exactly, because they're going to get smacked around the SEC
I know.
yet again.
As long as one of you heard it, and it was you.
Accomplish nothing.
These two down here just fighting, and you're just.
I was just gonna say what this whole
BK slander.
Oh no, because Scott's right. Like,
family. I can't believe you did that shit.
I can. I mean, look at that.
And then this little like get the gat.
Dude, my favorite is when. Man, get out of here. Put some respect on this PSG.
I need you to put some respect on him, Pop.
Tie-dye.
Yeah. Get fucked.
Ooh. Get fucked.
Wow. Mookie, you're here. Let's give you a quick platform because you said there was only one thing you wanted to talk about pretty much all night, and that was your boys being on top of the Prem and then something else.
Buddy.
Real quick. Guys, I got to give it to the MLS. Their all-star game format is actually super solid.
It's sick.
They play the Mexican La Liga. It's their all-star. That what said. Diaz.
Oh, shit. They're already winning, too.
So they play the La Liga LX All-Stars. And
wait, they do what now? Play who?
The La Liga.
Yeah.
Mekis, I got you. I'm right here.
DX All-Stars, according to Caesar.
I mean, that's better than you saying the La Liga LX Stars, because
I don't really know what.
Anyways, they are up already 1-0 in the third. Now
FC Cincinnati has 2 All-Stars this year. That's a big deal, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you combine,
where's FC Cincinnati in the playoff standing?
They are second to last above the playoff cutoff line. So they're I want to say they're 2 points clear of not making the playoffs. They stomped Philly this past Saturday. What's that?
Where's Austin FC?
Who the fuck cares?
Ed said you're a Xavier fan, and Gabe responded with NIT.
Number 69.
Hell yeah, baby. What you gotta say about that?
That is a fantastic clapback. Thank you, Gabe.
I gotta
Just hold
find
it
it.
down.
All right, so yeah, I was gonna say like I think that is such a good idea for an all-star game is to just compete against another league's all-stars rather than like, hey, we're gonna get the MLS East versus MLS West. Nobody really gives a shit about that. I'm looking at you, baseball. I think baseball all-star game should now be the U.S. all-stars versus the Japanese all-star team, or like versus Korean baseball all-stars. Oh, that'd be so good to watch. Just,
No,
Or even if they
nonstop.
just even better if they just did like a world league versus
like the way they have
they do for
the
they do for the
prospects.
damn prospect. Yeah, for the prospect
Yeah.
game where they do the world versus the USA. They should just do that. Like
I
that
would
would be
love
that way you could mix all of those great teams. Because I mean, all the players from the Dominican and down south, and then all the Japan players. Like that would be a cool, fun game. Plus, I mean, again, it's a game that means nothing. So why
like
play?
most baseball games.
Does baseball still have like home field advantage of whoever wins that fucking game?
No,
Do
they
take
got
it
rid of
away?
that.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
they went back to rotating it year after year.
Is it rotating or is it just the team
It's
with the best
rotating.
record? I thought it was the team with the best record.
I thought they went back to rotating,
That's
but it could be. It might be the better record of the two, like of the
Of the two
teams,
left, yeah.
overall, teams. Maybe I don't know. Can't keep it straight because
Changed it way too.
Yeah,
damn
I was gonna say it feels like it changes a lot. So who knows?
yeah, best regular season winning percentage between.
Okay.
the two. So that's
Winning percentage.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's also the
They all
best.
froze again. God damn it.
Nope, just you.
I was gonna say, we're fine.
Yeah, but I mean, you froze on my side, so that's the
Oh,
only thing
okay.
that matters. Yeah.
Well, now you're frozen on our side.
Matt Barr says MLS doesn't have enough good players to field two squads, so that's why they
also
have
accurate.
I feel like if any league should do a just a skills competition, it should be MLS. If they didn't have this opportunity to play the Mexican team, then they should just be like, listen, it's just gonna be skills competition. It'll be fun.
I don't understand how you guys don't understand that the MLS gets all of the European cast-offs every year, though. So, like, there's
What
at
do you
least
mean? I
enough
perfectly
dudes that are
understand that. I've
exciting
never-
to watch.
It's all the old dudes that are over the hill. Dude.
Right. You mean
They're
to
not
tell me
old
that they
anymore.
can't find 40 of those guys?
Like Ricky Puig from Barca just came over.
It's gonna be amazing when it isn't who's Messi was the one that's rumored to be coming over, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he'll be
he's
here in
gonna
3
come
years.
An
play
ownership stake in Inter Miami.
I can't
Fuck
wait.
that team, too. I hate those guys.
I don't like Miami either.
A bunch of pieces of shit. They try to buy their title like the Yankees, but they suck more dick than them.
It's hard to say.
Don't hold back.
That's my point. Exactly. Like, it's almost impressive if you think about it. I guess
All right,
I
well-
have heard that they kind of coddle and fondle the balls, though. So maybe that's like what makes Miami really different in that sense.
The Coke too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the Coke. Yeah, can't forget the Coke. Hey,
All right,
wait,
well,
Caesar, whose birthday
That's
was
a
it?
key component. The Coke.
The Coke is definitely a key component. All right, let's bring on our friend Joe Hall, who's joining us from somewhere in Iowa. Joe, how you feeling, man?
My feet are sore, and I'm worried that I'm going to wake up without a kidney.
What?
Are you telling
You're
me
doing well.
the accommodations tonight are a little subpar?
Yeah, I mean, look, free is free, so I'm not going to argue with it. I have the stroller chained up outside, so I've
Why
also
didn't
brought
you just
in
bring it into your room?
the doorway is too narrow, so I couldn't. What is it with like every hotel you get me booked? The doorway is too narrow for me to bring the stroller in, and I have to leave it outside. So I brought in everything of value, and it's just like a couple things of food. Everything that's essential is inside. Should probably bring the backpack in just in case they steal the stroller. Then I can at least carry everything till I can get a new stroller.
Did you bring in your
I hope that
Vaseline?
doesn't happen. So you're
No, I
telling
mean
me
I raw dog.
it's that Caesar's face. You cannot have Caesar. You cannot have a reaction like that when you look like this. Okay, there is
Does this
nothing-
not give off raw dog? I'm very
This-
experienced with what a raw dog is. I've had multiple scares of what a raw dog does.
Oh, boy. I don't think you understand what a
You
raw
should
dog is,
continue-
though. Like,
For the rest of the show, you need to twist it like a supervillain like that. Just keep doing it. or someone French. Either way.
$1 million.
I was gonna say super villains come in all shapes and sizes.
Races.
Let's check the map, Joe, and let's see where
We know he's well past Dick Lake.
We are definitely past Dick Lake.
Oh.
Joe firing his way through Iowa. Let's zoom in and check out where exactly in Iowa Joe is at. He's past the raccoon.
All right.
Past
Nice.
the shit cornfield. There he is in Denison, Iowa now. You're
Well
almost
past
out,
Des
man.
Moines.
Yeah, I'll be out. I'll hit Nebraska on Saturday.
That's fantastic, man. It's got to feel good.
Oh,
knowing
guys, check this out. This just happened. It's my toenail.
Oh my God! Wait a second. Show that again. What is happening here? Oh my God!
Oh God! I can't look.
Bro, they're gonna take us. They're gonna get a copyright strike.
God!
That can't be healthy, bro.
Fear Fact is gonna get a copyright strike.
Remember the pinky toe that got infected early on?
That's the other one.
That's him.
Oh,
okay.
God!
I'm gonna throw up, guys. I think I'm gonna throw up. What
The funny
fuck,
thing
man?
was, it doesn't even hurt.
Well, that's because your toe is dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're like Mr. Deeds.
Listen, only
Yeah.
Except
if
less
you
cool.
if you lose that toe and then 6 more and one of your ass cheeks,
Yeah.
Dan Campbell's gonna try to take you down. I don't know if you know that.
I don't care if you're son of a bitch walking across country. You only got 3 toes. Well, fuck you up.
Joe, so I got Joe this hotel room tonight. I've kind of turned into like unofficial PR, and I'm calling all these people to try. Oh dear God, what have I done? What have I done, Joe?
Oh, they at least got a TV.
Look at the. It's so stained.
What
Joe,
do you think
this,
happened there?
Joe, this is
Stabbing
seriously
or
like a murder room. This is terrifying. I got
That's
you
what
in.
said. Like
I
if
had
I
to
wake
talk-
up without a kidney, at least I guess it's a little bit lighter, so it's less I have to worry about carrying the rest of the way. Oh, except there's no bathtub for me to be in. There's like sort of a shower.
It's gonna be hard
Like
to
it-
harvest you without a bathtub.
It is a.
That's a
It
good
is a.
point.
No. It'll be hard for them to leave me alive after they harvest me.
Fair enough.
Just gonna harvest. They're not worried about. They're not worried about what happens afterwards.
You need this? Fuck it.
Like,
Okay, so
this is a shower that I will wear sandals in, and I don't do that in hotels.
I was gonna say, let me ask you this question because it feels like I probably should have just gotten you permission to camp somewhere instead of getting you a room for the night.
Yeah, actually, but like all the other stuff in town is like up a pretty big hill, so I think it's a fair trade.
Honestly,
Okay, so you're before the hill. That's good.
No, the hill's just on the other side of the road. Like I never had to worry about the giant hill, so I'll take losing a kidney or being murdered or raped over having to push up a hill at the end of a 27-mile day.
Joe,
Go
what
ahead,
would,
Caesar, with
you
that
don't realize
mustache and that
you
word
hit the hill.
rape, you can't make that face. What's
It's a
that?
good look. 22-year-old girls love mustaches now.
So, Joe, I got to ask you a question, man. Given the circumstances,
Oh,
what
who's
would
this
you
new
rather?
guy that wasn't on the podcast last week?
I don't know.
I love it.
Car Ramrod?
Lets him get halfway through his thing and then just boom, cut that shit off.
Whitey said that room has made an appearance on Courtroom TV. Joe Biscuit's got a new idea for you. So we talked about potentially pay-per-view
yeah, there you
against
go.
Raccoon. Biscuit says just bag that nail up, sell it on eBay. So there you go. Let's get some donations.
I'm like David Goggins now, guys. I'm like David Goggins. I just got to lose all the rest of my
I need to
toenails
Google who
now.
that is.
Biscuit said, pretty sure that room has been on Ashton Kutcher's sex trafficking app.
Epstein's been in that room and shit.
He does
If
look
it
like he would be
hasn't,
a sex
it
trafficker.
will.
Are you going to be the trafficker or
Who,
the
me or
traffickee?
Caesar?
Yes.
Joe, okay, since we talked to you last, you've just been hauling ass through Iowa. Any crazy experiences, anything wild happened over the last week that
Oh
we
no,
don't
did
know
I
about?
lose you guys?
You kind of froze, but we can still hear you. It is a very scary sight for Joe to freeze with that face right there.
Oh yeah, and I'm the one that looks like a creep.
He looks like a jolly Santa. I know what you're talking
He does.
about.
Okay, he's back. Now it's a terrifying face again.
Yeah,
Can
different
you
way,
hear us
though.
again, Joe? You good? Apparently, they don't pay for good Wi-Fi in this hotel, huh? I think we've officially lost you.
I think
Okay.
he's probably
Okay.
rocking
Okay.
56K.
You back now?
I guess. I don't know. You booked the room and the Wi-Fi.
Also, to be clear, Joe, he did not book any visitors for later on tonight. So if you hear a knock,
Yeah, don't
pretend
answer
you're
the
dead.
door. Joe, have you ever thought about like getting a
It
knife?
probably won't be much pretending. Probably won't.
Have you ever thought about getting a knife or something for protection on this walk, or like packing heat?
I've got like a little folding knife, and then I've got this like machete saw thing that one family gave me early on that sits in the cart. But I think when I get out to the desert, I'll probably hang it from the handle just to look even less approachable as people drive by.
Also, don't forget, you do have a biological
You guys don't have
weapon.
any. That's
Yo.
true.
Yo, stank.
And out in like Utah and Nevada, that's all Bureau of Land Management, so I can just crap anywhere I want to. It doesn't matter. They can't tell me no.
Because you don't already. Interesting.
I was asking you before the Wi-Fi in this illustrious 5-star hotel started crapping out on you. Anything crazy happened over the last week? Any big exciting things like raccoon fights or rolling up in a dumpster or something?
Not really. Well, I'll let you guys know next week if I survive tonight. Probably, the only cool thing that kind of happened is a couple of days ago, I was walking into a town. It was late in the day, but it looked like a big batch of storms was coming through. And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. So I put my tarp over the stroller and had the poncho out just in case it started to rain. And it was like the storms, the bad part, like one went north and one went south. I barely even got rained on. It was It was strange.
Parting the Red Sea of rains on this walk. That's impressive.
Damn it. Yep.
Damn it. Shit. Damn it. Shit.
Well, no, you guys all stopped again. No, Scott's never going to order a shirt.
Yeah, why do you
I'm
want to
literally going to take all the leftover shirts and I'm going to toilet paper his house with the leftover shirts at the end of this walk.
Ooh,
Just
you
save
should
one
also
in the
shove one in
medium.
the toilet.
Save one in a medium. That was the dickest thing I've ever heard you say, and I've heard you say some really dick comments, Scott.
Would you say they were big
Love
dick
you,
or
Joe.
big girth?
Both.
Matt said Deuce Staley will make him pause for 8 seconds. Joe, are you all right? So I know you're watching TikTok at least on the walk because you send me TikToks all the time on Facebook. What else are you doing? I know you listen to podcasts. Are you firing up your phone, watching any TV? Have you caught up on Hard Knocks? Anything going on in the
Look, I don't give a shit about the Detroit Lions. Okay, so Hard Knocks can piss off.
Well, there it is. There you have it, folks.
It's
I haven't
not about
watched-
the team,
I haven't
Joe. It's
watched
about the
Hard Knocks.
players.
I haven't watched Hard Knocks
Personalities.
in ever.
Why?
No,
It's great TV.
Hey,
Joe.
No, it's not. 'Cause if it's
Joe,
not the
what
49ers, it ain't great TV.
What
He's got a
athlete do you want to see do ayahuasca? Or do you want to hang out with while they do ayahuasca, a la Aaron Rodgers style?
And maybe do butt stuff with.
I would like to do ayahuasca with someone. You know what? I want Goggins. I want to see Goggins on ayahuasca.
That'd be
I want to see
terrifying.
like
That's a terrifying thought.
What
And
about
butt
Dan
stuff.
Campbell on ayahuasca?
Ooh, he just wants to hug. If Dan Campbell does
God, it'd be
ayahuasca,
Yeah, he
wants
would
to
go the opposite way.
That'd be so bad.
He would
too.
not be. Yeah, he would just be like, "Come here, man. I just want to let you know, I fucking love you so much, man. It's me and you, brother. I fucking love you." You're like, "All right, Dan, back the fuck up." He's like, "I'm never letting go. I'm never letting go."
Or he'd
Dan,
be like,
chill out.
is he hugging from behind?
He's not even near you. He thinks he's hugging you, but he's actually
he's like hugging he's hugging like the bookshelf.
So what about Nick Saban on ayahuasca?
Nick Saban on ayahuasca is the exact same as Nick Saban in real life. He's just
That's
like
exactly what I was getting right there.
he's like
Just
I'm
a
on
complete
crack.
asshole.
I'm on crack.
Like how many
You're on
people? How many
cocaine.
kids would Brian Kelly kill if he was on ayahuasca?
How long does it last? Like 12 hours, 14?
I know that's acid because acid leaves your system pretty fast.
Thank you, Caesar.
I'll tell you what, Joe. I'll set the over under at 3.5.
How the fuck do you
take
spell
the
that
over.
shit?
I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over.
Brian Kelly is just like
6 hours.
waiting for rainstorms.
6 hours?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, that line just moved down to 2.5. 2.5 in 6 hours.
Well, since I took the over on 3.5, I'm still taking the over on 2.5.
Okay, fair enough. I just again, the period of time shrank because I posted that line with like a 9-hour window in effect. But hey,
Matt is saying, give Joe his laugh. That joke was great. You're right. I was too preoccupied thinking of where to go and move the conversation to next. You earned this one, Joe.
Wait, what joke?
Were you not listening, Mookie?
What? When he asked a very serious
You got to
question
give
about
him a
Brian
break.
Kelly?
He hasn't been here in 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks?
Also, Bear said Joe reminds me of Denzel Washington.
Mikey, okay, look. I will say something about my boy, about Mikey. So Mikey is
Why do you feel
very
like you
much,
got to defend him?
no, I'm not defending him. It's very much the same cloth as me and over here.
Oh, dear God.
And
Oh,
Mookie. Yeah, so I'll be like hanging out with him and he says some shit and I got to do what Mike does and just kind of like connect the dots as to where the thought came from. So I'm going to give him like 3 minutes, 5 minutes to kind of explain where that came from because I don't see it.
Also, Matt said Caesar the intern Esquire with more legal advice.
It's not more legal, it's more like life advice if you want to do shit. Like if you want to do acid, don't do anything. Like you got to wait 12 hours, buddy.
Now shrooms though, that's like an 18-hour gig, man.
We could go to work on shrooms. Like it'll be purple and shit, but I mean you'll be able to function.
I don't know, man. I don't
Just
know if
like
I'd be able to-
green for me.
I've never done them. My friends said
It feels like it feels like I'm in the Matrix. Like everything gets a green tint to it.
See, so that's why I would never want to do acid with fucking what's his name, Nick Saban, because he would take acid and then basically prove why our entire universe is just a figment of someone's imagination. It's not real, and my mind would just fall apart. It would be a ruining of existence. I would be that kid that then turned into an orange. I mean, you guys heard that urban legend, right? Like, don't do acid because you'll end up thinking you're an orange and you'll be put in a padded room for your rest of your life.
No, I never heard that.
The main fear is that fucking thing where you feel like you're always in a trip and it fucks up like your mind and like your sense of reality.
Joe, have you thought about doing any drugs on this walk? Like while you're walking, like I'm in Iowa, so
I've legitimately wanted, like ever since I heard about ayahuasca, like I've legitimately wanted to try it to see if it would kind of help me work through some shit. Because I've heard from a lot of people that it can help with depression and anxiety and stuff like that. Not just Aaron Rodgers. Like I've heard it from people before Aaron Rodgers.
So there you go, turning it serious. We're trying to have fun, and you make it a serious point and bring up the real purpose of ayahuasca and people working through trauma, because that is true. Like they say, it helps you like deal with your trauma and
after you vomit your brains out for like an unknown amount of time.
Look, don't eat the vomit though.
Matt said if Joe took it, the cornfield would be the one spitting on him.
Yeah.
In or on?
Either way, I think he got jobs, then it works either way.
The in makes that way more terrifying.
Oh my God! Somebody help me! This cornfield is shitting in me.
So is he saying the cornfield would end up doing like a human centipede situation?
No, he would be tripping balls.
It would be like
so
a
much that he would
reverse
think it
Alabama
was
hot
shitting
pocket.
him.
Caesar face. Caesar looked genuinely mortified right after. He's like, "Oh, I feel like you just stole a year of Caesar's innocence, man."
Oh my God, Joe, you're amazing. All right, tell people, Joe, have you thought of a challenge for this week? Do you know or this month? Do you know what you're doing if you hit a goal?
No, I've really just been thinking about surviving this shitty heat out here. But I did hear from Jaxon's. I did hear from Jaxon's grandmother. I think they're up to $41,546. So
wow,
we need like $8,500 more to get to that 50 grand and get that donation kicked in.
Let's do that. Push hard. Haulacrossthecountry.com is where you can go, and the links are there on the donate page to Run a Mile for Jaxon, where you can donate directly to Run a Mile for Jaxon and the Dayton Children's Hospital Behavioral Unit. Go hit that up. Get them to that 50K. So is there a deadline that this company has put on, or is it just like
they gave them a 5-year window to raise 50K? So
all right, good.
Even if I don't hit it on this walk, which will piss me off and I'll beat myself up. Like I'll be like, oh, look, I just walked across the country, but I failed at one of my goals. So that'll be fun to work through with a therapist. But that they'll hit it next year with their fundraiser that they do. But it's still going to be my goal to do everything I can to get them over that hump.
Yes, let's
Joe,
get them.
If I may make a suggestion, and speaking of humps, I think this month's challenge should have something.
Are you talking about wanting to hump me?
Nipples.
I'm lonely.
Nipples.
Nipples?
Just
the
some nipple stuff. Let's just see some nipple
thing.
stuff, man.
What if you start an OnlyFans?
Joe, we tried that.
I could start
we
a
did.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I mean, bro.
Oh my God!
I tell you what, Joe, if you started a OnlyFans, you would have your goal before you hit Colorado, guaranteed.
Look, Joe, all I'm saying is just don't rule it out. There's a lot of freaky people out there, and the ends justify the means is all I'm saying. Like,
dude, you should see the shit I follow, man. Like, come on.
Like, I'll sell pairs of underwear that I walked in for a day.
Yeah, buddy. Oh,
Now
your
we're
socks,
talking.
especially your
Now
socks.
we're talking. Listen,
Right.
you can have an upcharge after you've had milk and been in cornfields. You
Oh,
you
yes.
could totally make this work. You
Oh,
could
God.
totally make this work, Joe. Oh my God, there are some.
How much do you
freaks out
think
there
people
who
would
buy
pay
it.
for his nipple hair?
Listen, okay,
Like
here's what we're gonna do.
$2?
I'm
You
gonna
mute
start.
that new guy down there.
Coming in hot, baby.
Matt said Joe walking across the country gives Feet Finder a new meaning. All right, one last time, haulacrossthecountry.com on the donate page is where you can donate to Run a Mile for Jaxon. Let's get Joe to that 50K goal this month. Let's end that so that we can set a new goal for the rest of the walk. Also, I mentioned we're going to do this every time Joe's on. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. If you or anybody you know needs help, 988. It's simple now. Reach out. There is always someone that's there willing to talk to you. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Joe, so you're going to be in Nebraska on Saturday. Any plans as you walk through Nebraska? Anything we can look forward to?
Not really, because last thing when I looked at a T-Mobile coverage map, because they bought out Sprint, there's not a lot of 5G coverage out there.
What
So
a
I'm
perfect
not
time for him to
sure
freeze.
how much signal I'm going to have to keep people.
It was such a perfect time for you to freeze on not a lot of coverage out there. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
How much would we need to get Joe a sat phone?
Probably more than we have.
I think those things are like $800. They're pretty expensive.
Well, no, they don't come with coverage. Like, the phone is free, right? Isn't that how it usually works? The phone is free, and then they get you for the all the contracts and whatnots.
Not for satellite phones, buddy.
That's how it works.
I don't think that's how that works. You can't just roll into the Verizon store and be like, I need
a
a
sat
iPhone for me. Can I have a sat phone?
The Verizon store. I'm buying this shit on the dark web, man. What the fuck are you talking about, Verizon store? Also, what if we just get Joe like a 90s cell phone, and then he can whip it out and like feel like he's got a sat phone, and then be like, goddamn satellites.
I'd like a 90s cell phone.
What is it with you guys
And I
and
can't
going
carry
into
that much weight
stores?
in the
It's
stroller.
2022. You buy everything online. What is wrong with you guys?
I like that your beef with this Mookie is that we're talking about going into a store. Not that you're
yes, when I
proposing
walk into
buying
the
a
brick
Verizon
and mortar
store and I
motherfucker.
ask the human for the thing. Nerd!
Joe, we'll let you get out of here so that you can lock the door several times and block it from the inside.
Dude, there's nothing. There is no deadbolt or anything. It's literally just the code she gave me to get in. I'm
All right,
literally
here's the
going to
good
lay
thing.
by the door, so if they try to come in, they are not going to be able to open the door.
I at least
in
know what room
Iowa.
number you're in, so I will start searching Iowa news stories tomorrow morning if I don't hear from you. Because I've
all we found was a pinky toenail left.
That's our guy! Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, guys, I have an idea.
People I talked to at that hotel, so I'm good. I'll rat on all of them. I'm turning them all in.
Guys, I know how we get the money for Jaxon. It's been staring us in the face this entire fucking time, especially during this conversation. Insurance fraud. We take out an insurance policy
That
in
is
Joe's
such
life.
a white man crime.
It really is.
You know, I am who I am.
Move this man!
Back on the board! Woo! Feeling good.
Joe, we'll let you go, man. Try to get some sleep in your murder room
All right,
tonight.
hey guys, I'll wave bye.
God damn it! Stop. We love you, man. We'll talk to you next week, hopefully.
Hopefully.
See you, Joe. All across the country.com. Go support Joe so that he can not lose a toe on this walk. Oh my God, that was disgusting.
That was gross.
What is
It
Matt
said Joe is
talking
going to be
about?
sacrificed for he who walks behind the road. He who walks behind the road is furious because Joe just shit all over his head last week. Like this is a problem. Let's talk baseball real quick.
Sell out.
Oh, wrong cue.
Oh shit.
Hell.
But also sell out.
Yeah.
But also, what is Matt Stanton talking about? Asking for when Mook is on the run from his gambling debt collectors.
When you need a sat phone. And you gotta go
good
run.
call. Well, yeah. No, I don't want to run that far.
He
Like,
said, I love Joe so goddamn much. And Robert Taylor said, toe hole.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wait, do we not have
Toenails
a
across
question
the
this
country.
week?
Give the man his air horn. Toe hole is solid. All right, baseball real quick. Scott, we've got a good old-fashioned baseball injury this week. Chris Sale of the Red Sox fell off his bike, broke his hand. He's out for the rest of this season. Chris Sale he signed like a ridiculous contract and has pitched like 12 innings total since signing the contract because the man is always hurt.
yeah.
Scott, as soon as I saw it, I thought of you because it's just classic baseball injury
As
stuff.
per usual, whenever I hear one of these injuries, my mind always goes to fucking Jeff Kent. I was washing my truck and slipped in the driveway. And as always, the assholes who make up excuses, that's never the reason. There's no way a fucking bike, the ground didn't Debo his ass and say, that's my bike, punk. This man did something else stupid, and he came up with the lamest ass excuse. Oh, I fell off my bike. Like, dude, you had a broken pinky that you just had surgery on. There's no way you were on a goddamn bike one-handed. And if you were, you're another one of the stupidest people on earth, which baseball players do tend to be when it comes to these injuries, but I'm not buying it. Him and fucking Fernando Tatis Jr. can go tell bike stories about how they're falling off. I know Tatis is with a motorized bike, but still, goddamn, baseball players are the fucking worst with their injuries.
Biscuit said Sammy Sosa pulled his back sneezing. That was a good one. Didn't somebody burn themselves ironing their shirt?
Oh yeah, that's an urban myth about John Smoltz. That
that's what it was. It was Smoltz
he
that
ironed his shirt and burned himself
with
with his
on
shirt on.
Golden. I love it.
Fucking baseball, man.
Matt said the Mets took 4 or 5 from the Braves. That's all y'all need to talk about. Scott, I got a hot take. Everybody,
he's been trying to bait me into saying something forever, and I'm like, what do I need to say? Like, out here with the hardware, defending world champs, and the Mets haven't won anything since '86. Like, what do you want me to say?
I love the Mets fans that have been bragging about sweeping the Reds this week. It's like, I fucking know. Have you seen the Reds?
And even then, it's like 4 out of 5 in fucking August. Okay, like, fantastic. Like, I mean, Mets need themselves, make themselves feel better. That's fine. Like,
does the Reds, do they even have enough guys to field the team anymore, or have they sold them all off and are like
a lot of
waiting
AAA guys
for like reinforcements?
It's a lot of AAA guys.
Also, I don't know. Matt Barr also put up Marty Kodorova falling asleep in a tanning bed. That's another.
That is classic.
That's a solid
also,
one.
Matt Stanton's Bauer hurting his finger with the drone. That
Yeah.
was like right before a playoff start. Too.
Although, didn't he end up pitching anyways, though?
I think
no, I think he was out after that. He missed at least one start because I thought that was with Cleveland.
It was
Hey,
with Cleveland.
Producer Joe, just look that up for us real quick, would you, bud? Thanks.
But speaking of
what
the
am I
Mets,
looking up?
Speaking of Producer Joe, I gotta tell you, boys, this PLL shit is legit.
dude,
Like,
PLL is really cool.
It is. Did you know there's 2-pointers?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's 2-pointers.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
changes everything.
PLL is awesome. Listen, I want to talk Edwin Diaz real quick because Matt Barr brought up the Mets, and Twitter is going crazy for Edwin Diaz, the closer for the Mets, and his entrance music, which is pretty cool. They get the camera behind him, the bullpen doors open up, they play Narco, and there's trumpets, and everybody goes crazy, and people look like they're sucking dicks in the stands or whatever. Like Mets
They
fans
are because they're Mets fans. Go ahead.
like it's a very fun time.
No. They're not Yankees fans. Yankees fans suck dick. Mets fans eat butt.
And Bear just said Edwin Diaz, Cy Young. God damn it.
What I
Yeah,
do?
you earned that one. Earned it.
Even far. Listen, so everybody is all up on Edwin Diaz now. I am going out right now and I'm saying this is not the best entrance music in baseball. Like everybody's.
You want to
making-
know why it's not the best entrance music? William Contreras comes up to the plate to the same fucking music. Like everybody makes a big deal about it, like it's something special. And it's like, how many other Latino guys across the league have the same goddamn music for something they do? Like it's nothing special. This isn't Enter the Sandman for a
This
fucking
is-
Hall of Famer. Like get the
No.
fuck out of here.
Here's why it's not that great and why it's not the best. The Baltimore Orioles closer is a guy by the name Felix Bautista. Do you know what he
Same
comes out-
music?
No, do you know what he comes out to?
No.
Enter Sandman.
No. Omar's whistle from The Wire.
Oh shit.
That is the most badass entrance for a closer ever. He's in Baltimore.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
then
say he's in
start
Baltimore.
they start the whistle
That's
of
awesome.
Omar before it plays into some music. Baddest ass entrance in the
That's
world. Like that is way cooler than Narco by Timmy Trumpets or whatever the fucking whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is fun. It
But
gets you
again, it's not
excited.
unique. Like every other guys got it. Like the whistle. Who else has the whistle? Nobody. Like it's just gotta be original. Fuck out of here, New
It's
York.
also entrance music in baseball, so
Oh, don't you talk shit about entrance.
I was
music
just gonna
and walk
say
up
this.
No,
the
but
fuck
look-
right here.
you motherfucker. I came on here and I'd been thinking about this leading up to this week because I wanted to blast baseball and Vin Scully was going to be collateral damage, but then I decided against
What?
it. So
RFP legend. How are you going to take down Vince Scully?
I was gonna say, there's no way.
You
I would not
cannot
let you
shot.
besmirch the good name of Vin Scully with anything.
Yeah,
You would
Vince
No.
Scully
it wouldn't even be a
will
mute.
not-
I'd just kick you out of the show.
will not stand for Vin Scully
You
slander.
will not slander Vin Scully for anything.
I'm not-
Don't even
Tech-
think about it, Mookie.
I'm
Think-
not
think long and hard
technically
about what you're talking
slandering
L.
Vin
That's an
Scully.
L.
What I
Long
am
and hard.
slandering is that
Guys,
like
I need
one
help.
of
I'd
the,
bang this Bud Light.
I was going to ask about. I was like, so wait, do we do overtime now? Like, what's going on here? This clock
Well,
doesn't look
it's-
right.
Yeah, we
we're
were
getting-
talking about some stuff. We're knee deep.
Yeah,
It's
some
fine.
shit to do.
whatever.
I'd bang this Bud Light. What are y'all doing? Y'all banging the beer?
TV show to like be
Real-
wrapped up. by.
Real quick, guys. We got a real quick story. This is just a headline for you. Serena.
You just want to split that drop.
Serena's retiring.
Serena's retiring. Okay, Deuce. Mike's deucing it.
I mean, did she end up passing? What was it Billie Jean King for the fucking like most amount of majors or not?
That's,
'Cause if she
that's
didn't,
my
then she can't
tennis
retire.
talk.
Is that OBJ falling down too? Who that is? Hold on, just one more time.
That drop is fantastic. Oh my god, it does look like OBJ.
I
too.
mean, right?
Oh god.
That's how that motherfucker tore his
Oh.
ACL.
I was on some performance-enhancing drugs last night, and I made that, and I laughed for a solid 20 minutes, and I
Oh,
showed
that's
it to my wife, and she went, you're stupid. And I went, this is going to work so well. This is going to work so well.
I saw it for the first time and almost fell out of my chair. You win. Congratulations, sir. Another fantastically done drop.
Oh, thank you.
You're stupid.
I was drinking raspberry American wheat from Medline Brewery. I would bang it. Mookie, what were you drinking?
Oyster City Appalach IPA is a fantastic vacation bang that I would look for the rest of vacation, but not stock after spring break ended.
Caesar, what was the sour you were drinking? Would you bang it?
Up on the hill, watermelon. Up on the watermelon hill, watermelon sour. I fuck it.
R.I.P. Jesus on that one. Guys, this has been a damn fun show.
This shit flew by, man.
It really does. It goes by so fast. Like, next thing I know, I'm like, God damn, it's an hour and a half, and we haven't talked about anything that I planned on talking about tonight.
Well, like, Joe popped in and it's like, holy shit, Joe's super early. And then I look at the clock, I was like, oh shit, he's late.
Yeah, no, he was like right at 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's a lot. But listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports on Twitter and Instagram. Join the Facebook group. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. We're all over the place if you still do the podcast thing. Otherwise, just get us here on YouTube. Belly Up Sports. Shout out bellyupsports.com. Hit them up. All kinds of great content up there. Show some love to the Belly Up Sports media. They've got Belly Up and Friends, where you can find our show and all of the other shows from the Belly Up Sports Podcast Network. Subscribe and review for that. We will see you guys all next week. Cheers, everybody.
Fuck the Mets.
Butt eaters.
I'm shave you next week.